guys have plenty of water.
Yay!
We have our own water. It was underground. Look, we found it. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's Kyle and Shannon here. We're both another year older. We've both been together now for another year. All the celebrations behind us, except for one huge one, Shannon's birthday gift. Rob came down, was the Aquaman Superman hero that we needed him to be, and Ken, Shannon's father, the two of them and I and Shannon, we did a lot of work. The goal was to get the well working, test it, see how it's going. And today we're gonna kind of run you through all the details. There's gonna be a lot of information, and the goal is to not only share what we've learned, but if it's something you'd be interested in doing or you've been thinking about it, show you the feasibility of doing it. I could not have done it without Rob. Disclaimer, absolutely no preceding knowledge of wells. So let's get right into it. We got some footage when Rob and Ken were out here the day that we were working on it. So much stuff, guys.
Before we get started, I want to tell everybody thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I was just inundated with all of the birthday wishes and all of our happy anniversary wishes. So thank you so much. I still haven't even read all the comments yet because we've been so busy trying to get the well going, but thank you so much. I cannot say thank you enough to Kyle for the sweetest birthday wish and post that he put online for me, and thank you guys. That's all I have to say. Thank you. And thank you, babe.
She had no idea. She thought I was coming out here to get right to work. Little did she know I was swapping out the trailers, and I paused for a second. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put a post out there and I'm gonna spell her name correctly. She's only got one N in the middle. No, I did not make a typo. And so I saw a lot of the comments come in where you spelled it right. She's not offended by it, guys, at all.
I don't care.
She doesn't care. But now you know. She's got a uniquely spelled name. All right, you wanna show them all the well stuff?
Absolutely.
Let's get to it. First and foremost, I'll say this one time up front because I could rant and rave about it through the whole video, but Rob, thank you so much for coming down and helping with this. I cannot tell you thank you enough. The kindness of your heart, you were just like you are on the phone in person, and we had a great time, great conversation. For a lot of you out there, we didn't get a lot of footage of some of that because it was just us hanging out and talking well stuff and everything. And Ken, Shannon's dad, thank you so much. We absolutely could not have done this without the two of you. And Ken came out, helped us get everything prepared for Rob to come down. So the part that I was most terrified about was popping the hatch into the attic space of the well house and popping the hatch up on the roof, which was already there because I knew there was a slew of wasp nests in there. There were carpenter ants, there were rat droppings, all sorts of stuff up there. And you guys know me, I don't do well with wasps. So Ken was the one brave enough to start the journey, get access, and then we just spray. There's 3 pretty good sized nests up there that I think we got some shots of. He put in a lot of sweat equity with all of this, so the both of you, thank you guys so much. Love and appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. That's the preface. Let's get on to the well talk. And I have to apologize if I get some wording wrong. Rob, feel free to correct me down below for those that really need the actual words and details. It is hot out here. It's about 11:15. We've been out here for a little bit already, just kind of getting stuff in order and whatnot. I think it's already, 86 degrees, supposed to be 97 today?
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one.
Whew, so I don't know how much we're gonna get done. We're gonna try to move fast. I'm already sweating, it's what I do. We have a couple of videos before this, one of which is know this about your land before you buy it, and the other one is the preparation for this. I believe it's last week's video. So if this is something you're trying to do or you're watching this for the information, I'll try to put a playlist together, put all those videos in it, and then we have one more step after what we've done thus far to really complete everything and get water flowing anywhere we need it on the land. So check out those videos, look for the playlist. We purchased this land, it had the existing well. We knew nothing about it, we just knew it didn't work. Over the past months, we've had 3 companies come out and test it. We've gotten 2.5 different opinions. We finally bit on one, and we tried to work with them. They never came out, we couldn't get them to schedule. It was just tough as nails to get in touch with them. And we had a viewer, Rob, who reached out and said, guys, if you want my help, just call me. Sent me his phone number. I sat on it for way too long. Finally, I listened to my intelligent wife and I called the man. And the rest is what you're gonna learn today. This is the existing pressure tank that we already had in here. Don't know if it's good or not. You technically can air this up and see if it holds air. So about 17 minutes ago, I went ahead and did that. This is a 30 gallon and it's pre-charged for 30 PSI. So I pumped it up to 30 PSI and I'll test it here in a little bit and see if it's holding that. If it is, we may be able to repurpose this. But this is a very important piece of the whole scenario. So if it's not absolutely sufficient, we're gonna have to get a new one. It is what it is. I did get a birthday gift for Shannon. We don't have power down here right now. They changed our power setup. We're gonna go underground, and we didn't know if we would need power at this well house, whether or not we'd be able to use it. So we picked up a generator, and boy, we picked up a generator. We thought if we were gonna get one, that could be the backup for the well. Once we get the camper out here, if we ever lose power anywhere, we can use this. I may get some solar going as some alternative methods as well, but basically I just want as much redundancy as possible so we don't go without water and we don't go without power. So happy birthday to Shannon. This is her generator that she shares with me.
My generator.
That's what I said, my generator. I mean Shannon's generator. Somebody's generator. But you'll let me use it anytime I want, right?
It's our generator.
It's our generator, yes. Now it's on film. All right, so let's get into the well house and I'll show you what we did to get ready for Rob coming. This is obviously where the well is. Before it looked like this. This was a concrete slab that Ken, Shannon's dad, and I came out. It was sitting right here. And that's what the old pressure tank and the old jet pump, which is a pump that sits above ground level, were resting on. And we had to get it out of the way. Reason being, I had to dig around the casing. You probably know this if you saw our last video, but I had to dig around this casing to expose more of it because it was uneven and the top of it had broken off. So I had the pleasure of taking a rock bar and a shovel and digging a huge hole around it. The whole time I'm doing that, Ken, he's upstairs cleaning off the rest of the vines that were up at the hatch on top of the roof that was used historically to pull the roll pipe out and add PVC to it and drop it back in. So we were able to repurpose that same access to do what we needed to do. However, I had to expose the casing. Ken brought a cutting wheel and squared that off. Per Rob's instruction, we needed it as square as possible. That was all stuff we had to do before Rob got here. I didn't want to waste his time when he was here and was ready to just start going. But Rob had acquired this sleeve. And I think we got some footage of Ken pulling it up and out so you can see the flanges that go down in. But it's about 18 inches exposed, so it raised our level above ground level, above grade, and it goes about 18 inches down in for stability. Now, there is a little bit of a seam. We brought duct tape today. We're going to temporarily tape it just to kind of keep contaminants and critters and things from getting down in it. However, tomorrow I'm going to run to a couple of supply stores we have here in town that carry a lot of plumbing equipment, and there is technically a coupling that we can put over that has a rubber grommet above and below the seam. You tighten down the bolts, and then it is a perfectly sealed well, which is what we want. That way, no contaminants get down there, you get no critters, but the duct tape will buy us just, a day or two. And if they don't have it at local stores, I gotta order it. So we'll get that piece in, and that'll be a part of finishing out the entire project. With the slab out of the way, the ground out of the way, Ken was able to level that off, then it's time for Rob. All right, so me and Rob and Shannon's dad have been out here trying to get everything ready. Poor Shannon, it's her birthday today. And we sent her to the store because we were missing some little pieces. Some things were a little bit different based on Rob's and my conversation. And we had a lot of stuff to get, but we're firing away. I wanted to try to get some footage. They're getting ready to drop the pump down in. They've got a safety wire, that's what you'll see attached on the side with little clamps on it. And they screwed the first piece of PVC into the top of it. And then we'll need to go ahead and drop it down and adhere the other, or screw in the other pieces of PVC. But I wanted to try to get footage of it before we dropped it in the well so you guys could see what the pump actually looks like in case any of you are doing this on your own. So that is the pump right there, correct? With the electrical cables coming off. And then you got the safety wire. Safety cable in case the plastic pipe breaks.
Yeah.
And then you got your first piece of PVC on it. Behind it is the sleeve that he threw in there. And that's how we were able to bring the casing up as high as we wanted to. And then we got a little bit more we're going to do with that later, but we don't have to do it today. So we're going to go ahead and get that dropped in. We got all the PVC in there we need going out our hatch that was so fortunately already in place for us. And we'll see how it goes. I think you can see down there, that's the original casing, and there's that little gap right there. And that was what we exposed yesterday, and then Shannon's dad, Ken, leveled that off for us a bit so that it wasn't as rugged or rigid, whatever the word would be. And then Rob brought this sleeve, and down beneath that, about another 18 inches, is that right there. And so that just fits right inside the existing casing. And then what's the name of the
Dresser cup.
dresser coupler? Coupling? That's the cap. And then of course we got the main spout that's going to connect to the top of the PVC that drops in there.
On the right is where our airline gauge and our safety cable will come out to secure it back to the
Perfect. So those are all the components that I didn't know and had no idea, but yeah, Rob we conversed about it before he came down, so we were able to pick up some of this stuff. He brought plenty of his own because he knew he couldn't even explain it to me. I feel pretty bad I can't be of much help at this point, but now Rob is beginning to splice the wire with the pump, and that way we can feed the wire down so that we can get power down to the pump once it's down at the bottom of the well. You see me make a mistake or two. I can smell it.
The biggest thing is to making sure you don't have air bubbles in there. If you're
inside the wrap.
yeah.
So you're taking like making sure 50% of material is overwrapping 50 again?
Oh, I try for 50. I may not always achieve that, but
it's a good rule of thumb if you can. And that's the rubber tape, correct?
This is the rubber.
Now, will you just do one coating like that, or are you going to go back and forth multiple times with it?
I will go down and then I will come back to the end.
Okay.
So it'll actually have two coats to it. But
okay. And you're trying to go past the heat wrap all the way until you're on
on the wire and
cable
seal on the wire too.
Each one you do, you'll take past where you've been before.
Okay. To have overlapping seal, if you will. Makes sense.
I was always taught to stretch your tape as you go to.
Yeah, that way it kind of shrinks down on it.
So that's why it looks like you're putting a bit of force into it?
Yeah.
Now, you did this for how many years?
Around 30.
Around 30? How many of these have you had fail?
On my splices, I haven't had any.
That's what I'm talking about. So I got the MVP All-Star here.
But
no pressure. Mine's at a smaller scale too, right?
Yeah, yours is a lot smaller scale.
I like that. So you've moved on to vinyl now, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Will you do just as many wraps, or you'll do a little bit more?
We'll probably do 2 wraps because with the
heat.
With the heat shrink, that it ought to be sufficient.
Awesome. So this is again just kind of a tertiary. Like we got the heat wrap, we got the 2 different kinds of tape, and now this will just kind of do a final seal.
Kind of like a rubberized coating or something.
Kind of a rubberized coating once it sets up here in about 5 minutes after you're done. Is that right?
Right.
Very good. So is this still an acceptable birthday gift for you?
It's the best birthday present.
We've been trying to kind of give you, you went running hardcore for all of our needs, and you did an awesome job of getting that stuff. And then
only 2 trips to Lowe's.
Is that it?
I think
One of
so.
them was pretty epic though.
Yeah.
And you got a really nice generator for me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, actually, babe,
generator?
we talked about that while you were gone. I have been wanting to get you a generator for your birthday.
Oh, is that what that
was? It was on my
was?
mind. I was like, you know what she needs? She needs a big old generator.
That I don't even know how to use.
Well, neither does your husband.
At least you got one.
That's right. We're going to learn
You
today.
know what? Whenever we lose power at some point and we have that generator to use so that we have power, I will be very happy.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that way you can hold it over Kyle's head.
Yeah.
Don't be messing with my generator.
I'm going to get a back rub since we used my generator.
Ken, whose side are you on, man?
He's always on his daughter's side.
Well,
Always
that's
on
true.
his daughter's side.
That's good, Daddy.
So what's he doing?
This is to measure what our drawdown.
And this is just a 1/4 inch plastic piping, kind of like would be in your freezer, is that right? Or your refrigerator?
Right, kind of like your ice maker.
Ice maker. And so he's got a trick that I can't say I fully comprehend 100% yet, but I think I'm following. But we'll put water in this, and then we'll pressurize it with air. Is that correct? And then
correct.
You'll have a meter that we can figure out, the water level and
and see first that you didn't understand, and
I think I'm just repeating the words you said, but
Oh.
I need to like actually understand. And now this is the safety cable.
right, in case you have your piping fails or something like that, you'll have a way to be able to get your pump out of the.
That's that 3/16 safety cable. And this is just the air or the tube that we're going to use for the gauge.
Okay, let's go.
Get some more of that. And you just try to hit this ever so often, or just
Right, probably we'll do it like twice or maybe 3 times.
per 20-foot span.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're ready to start sending some down the well.
Start to center down, huh?
Oh man, this is the exciting part, guys.
Hey, I want to see that disappear and be down in water. Stop.
Okay.
So, babe, if you want to manage these two,
Okay.
basically just kind of feed them. I'm going to manage the power line here, and then when we get about 6.5 feet down, that's when we'll zip tie again.
We'll zip tie it all three things.
with one zip tie.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. And so we're looking for about 6 feet.
Okay. We're ready to go down the hatch.
Lead me.
I don't know yet. I'm just trying to help feed.
I would say where my fingers are is probably about 6.5 feet.
Okay, if we can put the cable on one side and the other two.
I just wanted to get in there and help.
And this should put us at the end of the pipe. Do you care how close to the threading we go with this?
Yeah, don't. In fact, we won't tie it.
Okay, we are at the top at eye level with me right now. So I can let you do the chain thing there.
Okay, once you get it on there, slide that chain clear up to where it touches the bottom of the coupling. There you, yeah.
Got it.
You need to let your shoulders rest for a bit.
I'm good. This is my resting part. The straining was when we're going down.
Death twist on it.
Well, hang on a second. We're twisting the pipe too.
Oh.
Okay, are we?
Don't matter.
Does it eye level with me?
Clamp it. That. Okay. Put the cover back on. There you go. That's exactly what we needed, Ken.
Probably. With a good
It
squeeze.
should.
There. Wow, this is incredible. I'm so excited.
So what is that gauge telling you?
How much water's over the bottom of the pump? Yeah, I mean, the core could be leaking too.
Otherwise, we're thinking crack or something in the pipe somewhere.
On
There
the
should
plastic line.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Ooh, that's not a good thing. That's saying you only got like 8 feet of water.
And that's above the bottom of the pump, is that correct?
That's to where we put that 1/4-inch tubing. But they measured when they did it. They were getting a lot.
Yeah, and I know more than 8 feet of that string I put
Okay,
down.
right there looked better. It started bouncing there about 32 or so. It's leaking.
Looking at your furrow, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I broke out into a new kind of sweat. Just in case you're wondering.
It's like
Should have grabbed my other lines for this.
okay.
35-ish? 36?
Yeah, 36 probably is where it first stopped. I'm satisfied with around 36 or 7's where it's stopped completely now up here. So, okay, next thing is to put a garden hose on. And clear water.
It's not even brown! Oh, that feels great too. No way! I'm just gonna water Goatville for a minute. Oh,
What a good day.
we have our own water. It was underground. Look, we found it. Oh man. And it's so cool.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You guys have plenty of water.
Yay! That's a good birthday present right there.
Oh, Rob. I never thought I'd be so happy just to have a hose with moving
Okay.
water.
We'll dump the bucket. Somebody will need to time it.
This may be about the happiest group of people today. We put a lot of sweat into this. These guys put the most work into it. I've just been their apprentice, trying to learn. And now I know every square inch of my well. I would not have known that had they not done this and taught us along the way. Could not be more grateful. Happy birthday, Shannon. How do you feel?
Wonderful. It's the best birthday present I could possibly get. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Dad. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome. So does that mean I have to buy you another gift, or is this it?
This is good.
Yes. Whose generator is that?
That's our generator.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks, Shannon and I were both about to bust out into tears.
I had my ladder strapped.
I sprayed myself. I don't know, I really was tempted to taste it because I'm thirsty and it is super hot out here, but we're gonna go ahead and fill up that water container, and that way, if the water tests good, we can use that for ourselves or for the goats or for whatever. or to fill up a little swimming pool or something. I don't know. So excited. There has not been any water flow on this land since we purchased it 8-ish months ago. And it's going. What a blessing. This is the only thing I could come up with for a birthday present for Shannon. So excited, guys. So excited. Rob, thank you so much. This will be a lasting memory forever. Ken, thanks for all your help and hard work. Is this an award ceremony? I don't know what this is. This is an excited and happy couple, I can tell you that. Good people, good people. All right, I'm gonna go feel how cool that water is and keep watching the pressure tank. It's not dropping. So as we're getting water out at 12 gallons per minute, that's what this pump is rated, the water level is staying between 19 and 20 feet. So where it's feeding that fresh water underneath where we're drawing from, it's coming in at least faster than 12 gallons per minute because it's maintaining that. Now Rob said that can drop over time, you know, if it's not coming in quite at 12 gallons per minute, or you know, wherever that source is coming. There's so many factors, but I'm excited, so happy. This has been worth every effort. Yeah, so I'll try to calm down at some point and give you guys a little better detail as to the whole process, and we'll see what kind of footage we got. Rob was nice enough to let us film it and everything, so I'm gonna get back over there and celebrate. This is awesome. Well guys, you are looking at one of the happiest homesteading couples you've ever seen. We're making progress. We got the septic, we've got power out here, and now we have water. And that one, this has been a conflict since the beginning of the journey. Didn't know if we could use this, how long this will last, or how much this will do for us, I don't know. We probably will dig a real deep well in the future that goes by EPA standards and all that, but this will get us out here and get us on to the next chapter.
This is huge.
Was it a good birthday gift?
The best birthday gift I could have possibly asked for.
Does it beat a bad boy zero-turn mower?
Well, of course it does.
So I won.
This means we can move out here, you guys. This is huge.
Yeah, this is so we can move out here, and that was so we could mow out here.
Exactly.
But this one's bigger. You heard it here. This gift was better, is what you're saying.
Yes, 100% better. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everybody. This was the absolute best gift.
Yeah, and some of the positives from this are now, I know all attributes of our well. I know what the pump looks like. I know how deep it is. I know how deep the well is. I know how deep the water is. I didn't know any of that stuff. And I've talked to folks out here and neighbors and asked them like, hey, how deep is your well? I don't know. Like, well, how many horsepower is your pump? Like, oh, I don't know. Well, is your water good? I don't really know. So the next steps are we'll get a water sample tested, see what's in the water, make sure it's healthy. You know, we'll probably still drink our own fresh water that we have brought in, or Culligan or something along those lines. But this will work for showering, washing dishes, washing hands, and watering our animals and allow us to get out here.
We'll still have to have it filtered, and we still have some steps to take as far as getting the pressure tank hooked up. We're gonna get it sealed off, you know, that kind of thing. But this is a huge step for us, you guys. This is a massive step for us.
Yeah,
so
we put in a lot of sweat equity into this project, and basically the whole last week, everything we've done has been in preparation of this, and it's all in the name of getting out here. So there will be one more video to this series, and I will make a playlist so that if you're following along and you want to know how to do this yourself, if you need more information or if you need specific parts and things, message us. I may type up a little blog post or just a description of what we used, and then maybe you can translate that into something that would be more beneficial for you. Well guys, keep your eyes out for that next final video where we get the pressure tank, we get the filter system, and we get all the underground trenching done so that we can get that camper out here. And it's very exciting. We appreciate you guys coming along. If you're new here, smash that like button, go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. If you've been here with us, we love and appreciate you. People like you, Rob, and all the others out there that have been giving us advice and all the blessings and comments, it literally makes our day. So we appreciate you.
thank you for all of the prayers that you've been sending out for us. We definitely had some answered prayers this weekend. I mean, we couldn't be doing this without you guys. So thank you so, so much.
Yeah, this saved us $30,000-ish, yes. Maybe even more. Yeah. All right, guys, as always, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.